For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went, as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Anyways, hello all. This is the first time I've done this by myself. I know this is just a test run for the most part, see how Fraps works out and everything like that. Flashlight. Well, hopefully with a short key F. So I guess F is trying to switch it on, and inventory is beating it against a wall until it works. stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that formed around me. I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after. I knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. So we've gone to Greenland. Real cold place. Didn't bring any shelter with us. Didn't bring anything with us besides a notebook, a pen, a flashlight, an emergency glow stick, and some batteries. This guy's obviously an academic because he has no idea what he's doing out in the real world. And he needs to write down that he needs to find shelter. And he's hallucinating. Come to a board in for all those howling doggies. Wait. Aha! Right, using the examining button. So I assume since we're using the examining button, we are headbutting this rock into the... Yes, I know it's a rock. Horror survivalist things are more or less completely incompetent. I've hit something. You know, maybe it would have been a better idea to, We found a secret Nazi bunker. Let's see here. Okay, here, and then cannot beat it with the rod. I want to see what's inside of it. It has a flare. And another flare. And okay, let's see. I can swing the hammer if I hold left mouse. I can make a back swing by pulling the mouse right. And then follow through by pushing left. Opposite works too. Pulling back, then thrusting forward. Okay. Reckon if I hold down right mouse after the back swing, I should still be able to look around. He reckons. This hammer has seen some action in its time. My hammer is a dirty, dirty oar. So you just kind of wiggle the mouse back and forth. speed up camera, thanks. Yeah. Just shove it in. Just shove it in.
Okay.
Thank you, Dad. Close the door behind you, would you? Thank you. That would be my father and me, my Christian. Alright. Let's take this. Slowly falling apart. We're gonna. There we go. And we're gonna. Beat it up. And how do I crouch? Crouch. Aha, there we go. Control for crouching. Wait. You know what? We're gonna stay the fuck away from that. Yeah. Okay, let's stop crouching. Oh yes, let's open the thing to look at more. How are we gonna look? He's worried about starving to death here. Here, look at this. Okay, he's worried about starving to death, and yet we have a few perfectly serviceable tins. Well, I'm not sure what that is. There we go. 24-hour. Long past its sell-by date. You know what? If games have taught me anything, it just means that you need to eat more so your health will regenerate faster than, you know, the food poisoning killing. Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches, located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I'd never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets. Emergency services at the end of the phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers. All there if something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing that anyone might help me. Friends, parents, teachers were too scared or too far away. Okay. I mean, for the most part, I'm a homebody, but I do camp. I do know how to take care of myself for the most part. I'm pretty sure if you drop me in the wilderness, I'd be able to last more than a couple of hours. And frankly, I wouldn't be going into the middle of Greenland on some kind of mission without supplies, shelter, I don't know, some native guide or something maybe. Preparation is key. Jotted it down just in case. Let's check our journal. Fair checks. I'm not taking it. If I face off against anything that I won't last a second, caution and stealth are my only defenses now. Because you have prepared yourself for nothing. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control will give me the chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know if I've got it right because the blue tint to my vision. Because apparently he's dropping acid or doing some other kind of drugs while crouching. Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off any light sources, though. Alrighty. Like that, I'll be virtually invisible, and after some time, I should get my night vision back, provided I stay still. You're a twat. A wooden box. Doesn't look like it's tacked on too hard. Why can't I just, you know... great thing, this game is not Amnesia. What's so great about that? I mean, Amnesia's a good game. I enjoy playing it. But I don't enjoy someone who's freaking out because it's dark and they're in a corner. I'd rather be dark and unseen. I wouldn't be freaking out because it's dark. I'd be like, dude, bad guys can't see me. Happy days. Also, apparently, I must be asthmatic or something, because this guy is panting rather heavily. I hope it's that he's having, you know, breathing problems. Otherwise, that'd be a little creepy. You know what? We're gonna go back and we're gonna look at that map real quick. Again, this isn't another game. Don't have to hold down crouch. Stay crouched. You are here. Storage is to the right. Offices are to the left. Explosives are... fun. Northern area. Shop there. Turn that off and crouch. So, that's either down or something else. You are a location. So, we're gonna go look at the offices, which are to the right and then around the corner. I'd like to file a complaint. Go into the offices. There we go. It's all like light and stuff. Got a flare. Always check everything. Wait, what's this? What's this? Beef jerky. Nummies. Let's see. What do we do with this? Not without aroma. Is there aroma-free beef jerky? Wait. Gadget. Toy. Painkillers! So I can enjoy my aromatic beef jerky while popping some pills. Nothing else. Now I wonder if this... Hey, there's the outside. No, you know what? Know what the sensible person would do? Whole room is putrefying. Ooh, good word. Putrefying. Nothing. Or beef jerky. Putrefied, aromatic beef jerky. Wait. Made in Germany. See, there we go. Nazis. It's always Nazis. Luckily, it's not Nazis on the moon. There we go. Nope. Nothing in there. Come on, open the drawer. Chair. Open the drawer. Middle drawer. I'm getting better at that. Close that drawer. Top drawer. Sweet! Copenhagen Post, Monday, 17th of August, 1930. Psychotropic deposits at the bottom of death mine? Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that mine-altering chemicals naturally soon into the rock may be the cause of high suicide rates at a Greenland mine. The university, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern lead mine last year. It's lead. Okay. Anyways, they discovered that even taking into account Greenland's naturally higher suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high, at least 46 deaths per 100,000 populace, compared to the national average of 29. On further investigation, experts diagnosed in many of the miners symptoms in common with the earlier stages of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypothesize that natural deposits of lysergic acid, a pH 4 formula recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties, may also be present in the rocks. Okay, you know what? We're writing that down and seeing how plausible this is. Lysergic acid, pH 4. Few locals were conducive to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. Inuit spirits, known as the Tuerngaet, live in the mountains. We're going to be looking that up. So I know how to pronounce it at a later date. The university is awaiting the results of chemical testing. Studies continue. Okay, so this is I understand 1930s. Still, you know, we're dealing with you know, war and aftermaths and this and that and the other. But it is a university, and universities tend to communicate. And granted, not in my guy's area of expertise, but you'd think, you know, being an academic, he'd do some research. And doing some research, he'd be like, is there anything about this area of Greenland that has come up, you know, in any academic studies? Well, let's put a call out, see if anyone gets back to me. And I figured, you know, look at this. There's this mine that everyone's been talking about, and hey, you know, lots of suicides. Let's do some more investigation. Oh no. My guy doesn't prepare for anything. Ever. 15th of August, 1945. Command bunker, emergency airstrip Zulu. Weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supplies shipment received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance be carried out twice weekly from here on in due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. The 1 wounded figure is no cause for concern back in London. The Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop/armory and succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. I take partial responsibility for this in that I allowed them access to the demolitions manual we keep in the storeroom, and I'm sure that's where they learnt the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up that manual in the chest in my office and will keep a key on my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined, and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think this is a more suitable punishment that I cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here, but the matter is out of my hands. The space is so disconnected sometimes. I feel as if this work could end, and we might not even hear about it out here. Supplies requisition order. Dynamite for excavation purposes, 7 bayonets. Not necessary in my opinion, but procedure states we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for removing the damn ice that forms on the external hatch. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7C. An order for myself. My glasses are in rather poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage, and excavation of previously caved-in areas is going ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some of the archaeological find, an artifact buried in the earth and discovered by one of the work teams. Later this evening, after martial duty, I shall take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made and may have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can't discover the source of the light which constantly emanates from it. Chief NCO, M. Major. Pardon me. Okay. Got some backs trimmed. Trippy! A man, an old man, clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before, still I know. This man before me is Howard. I call him Father. What the hell? What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. More drawers. More drawers. Ooh, toys. Games. Goodies. Goodies. I'm losing my voice. Okay. Wait. Okay. Tab. Unlock this. And... Big Book of Explosives! Big Book of Explosives, 1923 edition. Okay. It's reliable. String, black gunpowder, backstring. Cool beans. I have the backstring. Just got it. I'm going to have to double check all this stuff. Because I don't want to sit here and go like, ooh, it's giving me all this information and everything like that, and then go and double check and it's like, no, we were just pulling shit out of our ass. So at some point, things are gonna go boom. Okay. Going back out. Gotta crouch down. Yep. Let's go. I warn you, I'm probably gonna die. right behind me. How did it not see me? Damn it! Victor! Blind, scary, rotting dogs, and you're writing notes. Blind, scary, rotting dogs. Let me open the door. Oh my god. Oh god, there's another one. Oh god, there's a door. Oh thank god, door. I'm just gonna go, I'm just gonna go, like, piss myself now. Quit your whining. It's an old life. It's probably worth something. It's locked. Boy, open the door. Let's see if we can see what he's saying. I'm probably gonna have to cut this off here sometime soon. Huh? And as I say that, we see such wonderful things, such a, you know, it's actually easier to see doing this. I don't know if this is easier for you all to see, but, you know, let me know. Anyways, alright, go ahead and save here for a second, since you've already run around scaring myself pissless. And, you know, let me know how this turns out. Hopefully my sound and everything's come through okay. I didn't really think this one through before starting it. I just wanted to do a test one to get things rolling and whatnot and play with things and get it out. And I got the Penumbra pack from Steam, and I was just like, hey, you know, I like this stuff. And figure I'd try it out and see what y'all think. So give me any feedback and any suggestions or anything like that. Y'all have a good time, and I'll catch you later.